Hi Gemini, how are you? We're reading for the first week of March. What's interesting is I was shuffling the cards. I'm like, oh, who should I read for first? I was like, should it be Gemini? And then two cards flipped out as I said that, and it was the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Universe, angel, spirit guides, what's the situation for Gemini? I'm going to tell you what that means as I'm dropping your cards. Situation for Gemini, please. I feel like for a lot of you, you're no longer stressing over a marriage or a commitment that went sour or something that went bad. You're no longer thinking about it or worried about it. And we'll see maybe why this might come up for you. Others of you might not be worried over something about financial assets falling in your home. So we'll see what that's all about. Interesting. What's coming towards my Gemini? Oh my God. Maybe this is why you don't care anymore. You have a fresh new start in love. But you are worried about it too. This you are. You're not worried about an old marriage or an old commitment, but you're worried about this new one that's coming in, or this fresh new start in love. Two of Pentacles, because you're flip-flopping. You're wavering on something. Justice is here. Legal system, or just some karmic justice finally coming your way, Libra. Did I just say Libra? Gemini. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra, but more or less, this is a Libra card. All right, so what don't they see coming? What doesn't Gemini see coming? Guys, I've decided finally, I've been plaguing myself this whole friggin' year on how I can do every zodiac sign for YouTube. I really can't. So I've been concentrating on just Taurus and Aries. So now I've come to the conclusion where I'm definitely going to bring it down to 4 to 6 zodiac signs. Gemini, you're definitely going to be one of those. And I'm going to start issuing your video every Saturday morning, along with Taurus and Aries. Every Saturday morning, Eastern time, right around 12 or 1 p.m., I'm uploading. So that I am finally being able to confirm to you guys. Those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. This is an interesting kind of channel. What else doesn't, Spirit, what else doesn't Gemini see coming? Yeah, and it's been inconsistent, so I haven't had a following. And it's not like the algorithms of YouTube have been helping, but from now on, because of the consistency, hopefully this will help the channel grow. Your liking, your sharing, your subscribing, your comments down below all help the channel. All right, what is the advice for Gemini, please? And of course, if it's not resonating or this doesn't make sense to you or it doesn't sound like a Gemini reading, sure, leave a message down below. I read everything, mainly because I'm honored to join your journey as well. Sharing is caring. If you're explaining what you're going through, you're making others feel not alone, that they're also going through the same thing. And outcome of the week for Gemini, please. Outcome, please. There's that Justice card, but this time it's in the reverse. Let's see what's going on and why. All right, so overall message of the week is the Nine of Wands in reverse. You're lowering your guard. If you've been emotionally guarded or you've been like trying to like keep up some barriers, you're starting to put them down, or somebody is. So let's see what's going on here for you. Because there's been blocks, obstacles, and challenges. And I think, Gemini, you're trying to go about something in a different way, in a different perspective. You tried the slow, the tried and true method, the slow, the methodical. Here you are. You're not talking to somebody. You were trying to recenter yourself and balance yourself. There was a resistance in connecting here with someone. But in the interim, you weren't really exactly healing. You had a passionate new beginning, but there was no healing, or there was no rest. There was no time to collect yourself or think for yourself. So there was a lot of defensive action or resistance to the relationship, you needing to go back to recalibrating yourself. But then you came to the point where you stopped talking to somebody. You're like, what's the point? There's no point in talking to them. I already know what's going to happen. It's kind of like one of those things. And the Knight of Pentacles. So you started moving slowly, methodically. But you started noticing those blocks, obstacles, and challenges. So I think you or this other person is saying to themselves, I got to drop the guard. But let's see how this plays out in your video this week. All right. Now, Also, please leave me a comment down below at the end if you want extended videos to this, and I will describe extended at the end. The Chariot in reverse and the Eight of Cups in reverse. You're going back to a person or a situation, to something that was stuck, to something that wasn't moving forward. All right, so we're going to discuss these cards right now, but then we're going to go back and we're going to clarify them with another deck. But here you are, that's Cancer energy. I have Libra energy, Leo, Aries. Definitely a lot of Aries here. But anyway, going back to this, you're going back, or somebody's coming back to something that was stuck, that wasn't moving forward. There's also something to be said about the situation where there was a lack of focus. There was no cohesive way to go about a certain situation. We'll go back and we'll clarify and we'll see what's going on with you. But what's coming towards you in these future predictions, you have the Ace of Cups. You have a fresh new start in love here. Here it is. It's a fresh new start in love. The hand of God is like, dude, do that. We're giving you a fresh new start in love. But for whatever reasons, you got all these demons in your head freaking out, stressing out, having these sleepless nights. Mainly probably because you're processing this and now you're trying to decide what to do. You keep waffling. You're wavering. You're like, should I do this? Should I not do this? I can't sustain two situations. I have to choose between two people. Something along those lines. Now, what you don't see coming is Strength, the Emperor, and the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you guys are dealing with an Aries, possibly, potentially the Emperor. And this is somebody that could be older than you. This is somebody here that it's just very powerful, very connected. Strength, Leo energy. There is a hesitancy though. There is a resistance here with this person. And Seven of Pentacles. To me, the sevens mean I'm going to pause. I'm going to reflect. I'm going to think about the time and energy I spent with this person. And then I'm going to think about the time and energy I want to spend with this person in the future. So you're sitting there, you're stopping yourself, you're resisting, you're putting yourself on ice because you're reflecting if you want a future with this person. Again, the cards are energy, so you know if this is you or your other person. Now, what you don't see coming, Gemini, is the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands in reverse. The sad thing about this situation right here is here you are, this very charismatic, this very passionate couple. And for all intents and purposes, you are my queens, whether you're male or female. Incoming energies are the king. But regardless, there is no confusion here when I'm sitting here telling you that you guys were a couple, you were a set. But in your future situation over here, it looks like there was somebody that you broke up with. It could have been a third-party situation where you were the mister or you were the mistress. And then there was a rejection of the other person. This King of Wands. And in a weird way, and I really can't wait to clarify because this is a couple, and I don't normally get court cards in the advice position, but when I do, it talks about going towards that energy. But the King of Wands is in reverse. So it's something about turning your back towards this fire sign, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and turning to yourself and finding your fire, your energy in this situation. You need to borrow the energy of a fire sign. That creative side of you, that passionate side of you, that sexy side of you, that side of you that feels good when you go out, because fire attracts people. Let's see, let's continue. So curious when I clarify what it's trying to say to this situation here. It can also talk to the fact that you did end something here, and it might mean that you need to amend this. Now, in your outcome, Four of Cups, naturally, because I see this King of Wands in reverse, the Four of Cups alerts me to a potential missed opportunity. And I say potential because it's still in the future position. But it's also talking about feeling unrequited love. The feelings don't match. So there's a runner-chaser dynamic here. Somebody seems to be bored and not care. Eight of Wands in reverse. So the feeling is coming because there's a lack of communication. And then there's justice in reverse. Yeah, it feels like there's no justice to be had in this situation with this person because this person isn't coming forward and talking to you and communicating with you. They're making it seem as if like you're casual, like you're nothing. And that's not sitting well with you. So let's continue and see what's going on here. And this is why this is your overall message of the week. Somebody here is resisting. Someone here is resisting the connection. This is why it stopped moving. The bus of this relationship has stopped moving forward. Let's go ahead and begin to clarify all this. Gemini, please. Eight of Cups in reverse. The Chariot in reverse, please. Shuffling my hair. Pleasure in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. Unhappy. And the Empress. It is definitely talking about something in regards to your past. You've come to this place, Gemini, where I feel like you let go of your past and you moved on from it, you moved past it. And it was a very difficult thing for you to do in the first place. It was very, very struggle. It was a struggle and it was a difficult path for you to take, but you did it. But you're kind of now looking back at that again because you're like, I closed that chapter, but you're sort of going back and looking at it again, especially with the Chariot in reverse. Why is the Chariot in reverse, please? You have sixes, guys. Six of Pentacles in reverse. This just feels like, you know what? I'm letting go of nonsense. I'm letting go of breadcrumbs. I wasn't getting anything out of it, so I let it go. That's the vibe. That's what that was making this whole situation stuck. That's why it wasn't moving forward, because it felt like you weren't getting what you wanted. And this is why you have justice over here, and this is why you have resistance. Somebody here is making you beg for the attention, and you're like, I ain't having that. I ain't doing that. That's not me. But you're kind of looking back at that. You're like, should I go back and see if I was right? That's why you have a runner-chaser dynamic over here. Ten of Cups, though. Interesting, because I feel, though, Gemini, that somebody here was happy with you. What's the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Swords and the Two of Pentacles? Oh, well, the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. And this is kind of why I use two different decks, because I feel when I give you a message and the card comes out again, Spirit's doubling down on the message. It's a fact. Here you are, wavering, waffling, what you should do. Should you go back to an old thing? Should you go towards this new thing? Should you have this or not have this? You're having these crazy-ass sleepless nights. Four of Pentacles. Again, because you're holding on to something. You're holding on to an energy. What's the Ace of Cups? Two of Cups. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. The Princess of Swords. And the Universe. All right, I'm putting these back in the deck because I was just curious to know what this Ace of Cups is. But these all say Princess of Pentacles. Look at all these princesses. You have all these messages coming to you, or messengers. There's a common thread here, Gemini. They're basically saying someone here is going to come forward and give you the stability that you need. And you do have the potential to start a new chapter, and you can be in a relationship with this Two of Cups. This is a partnership where it's mutual. That's your new love there. That's your fresh new start in love. Starting a new chapter in a partnership here. And someone coming to effectively say this to you, and you having the stability to endure this, to go forward. So in my mind, I'm sitting here thinking and wondering, what are you juggling over, Gemini? Somebody here wants to give you a fresh new start in love, become a couple with you, but you're still wavering. If it's not you, then they are. But why? It's bizarre to me because this new fresh start in love, this person feels the same way. Let's continue, because here you are dealing with somebody where there's a reflection either from you or them on investing in this relationship with you. For all intents and purposes, you guys definitely met somebody, but I feel like you're waffling over someone from the past, because this is new, and this 8 of Cups in your situation right now is the past, with the 6 of Cups in reverse. I think you did what you did. I think it's time to leave it there. Let me see. 6 of Swords in reverse. 5 of Swords. And Prince of Cups. All right, so in the near future, somebody here, whether it's you or the other person, is going to text the other person, because this is someone from your past. And when this person texts you, or whether you're texting this, I feel like it's you. You're texting somebody from your past. This 5 of Swords situation happens. Then you're in your head. And this is also why you have the 9 of Swords. Because now you're thinking to yourself, well, shit, I have to sacrifice one. I definitely have to get rid of somebody. I can't keep them both. 2 of Pentacles. But I know I can't carry all these 5 swords. I can only carry 2. I've got to choose one. Who am I going to choose? 6 of Swords in reverse. You're reflecting on someone from the past. You're looking over your shoulder. You're looking behind you. Whoever or whatever was back there. You're looking at it. And you're texting. Or they're texting you. And you're sitting here pausing and reflecting if you should have a future with them. But you're resisting it. And it has something to do with this Emperor. Queen of Wands. And there's the Queen of Wands, which is also in your advice position. And it's maybe because you were the third party. You were the mistress. You were the mister. And you're like, I don't know about all that. 9 of Wands in reverse. All right, let's continue. Why is the advice the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands in reverse? Oh my God. Oh my God. When I get major arcanas and these two together, Taurus had another set, but it wasn't this, 2 major arcanas together, certain combinations give me chills because they're very big messages. Major arcanas is your spirit guides. It's your ancestors. It is when you are getting course corrected in life, or something is being shown to you for you to either extract the lesson so you can better yourself, or how to go about this situation for your own betterment of you and the other person. With that said, whoever this is, where you are this King and Queen of Wands over here, but one is like falling out here, it is clarified by the Tower and the universe. The universe is the universe. You got the universe card. They're talking to you. This is going to be extremely loud and clear. I don't know, some of you might take this well, some of you might not. The Tower and the universe, when they're put together, they're saying, listen to me and listen to me, good Gemini. I love you and this is for your own good. When something has fallen apart, it is for your own betterment because you are not making a choice. When not making a choice is a choice. Let this all fall away. Let this all crumble. The cookie's got to crumble. Let it go. You need a fresh new batch. Whether it's the same person you want back or a whole new person. This was not meant for you. It was not built on brick and mortar. It was like straws and napkins. So Spirit's like, it was toxic as fuck and it had to go. The Devil. 3 major arcanas. Now let's see what your outcome is trying to say over here. 4 of Cups, please. The 8 of Wands and Justice in reverse. Ace of Swords. Yes, truth-telling. there is some shit that's going on here that you're not aware of. So finally, there's some kind of communication that's coming in, and this person is like saying, look, I'm going to put all my cards on the table. Let's see where we stand. Because there is this ridiculous runner-chaser situation. You're not communicating with the Eight of Wands in reverse, and something is unfair to you. All right, guys. Let's see what the romance angels have to say here for my beautiful Geminis. Calling in your soulmate and release your ex. Bingo. Here it is. You're looking over your shoulder. Spirit's like, look, it's dead and done and dusted. And we're taking it out of you for a reason. So, Spirit's like, let it go away. It has to. This is for your own betterment. Calling in your soulmate. You need to be patient right now because they have something better coming your way. And it's probably this new love. All right, so let's get a card from the Wisdom House of Night so we can wrap up your reading. Please leave me your comments down below. In the extended, where I'm going to bring it to you in the near future, we go into your person, their thoughts of you, their feelings for you, the actions that they take, and all of that, their intentions, and then what Spirit has for you. Okay, that was clear. Honesty. This is being honest with yourself and your person. Anything else for Gemini? No. Clear as day. All right, let's read this to you because I think this is some great advice, because this is also being honest with yourself and being true to yourself. My darling, you have chosen the symbol of clarity and true communication. That would also be the Ace of Swords. Now's the time to be absolutely honest with yourself about what you want, what you're thinking about, and what your motives and real feelings are. Honesty is the way to truly step into your power. When you choose honesty above all else as your goddess, your universe, your spirit guides, I will send you courage to do the right thing and what's right. This is also a time to demand honesty and integrity from others. You have a right to get clear messages. There is the greatest freedom and power in telling the truth. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped you and you enjoyed that, and I will see you on the next one.